Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast. We are the #1 podcast for individuals seeking to end generational dysfunction. We have a special guest here today. Introduce yourself, sir.
How you doing? My name is Shaquan, aka Spin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get right into this thing, y'all. We have 4 questions we want to ask our guests on this podcast, especially when we do these vendor events. Let's jump right in. What is your family's most common generational dysfunction?
Like, what do you mean by dysfunction? What do you mean by that?
Or a generational curse? Like, what's the most common amongst both of your bloodlines, your mother's side and your father's side?
Well, I can't really too much speak about my father's side. I don't really know a lot. But I can just say about my mother's side is felons.
Felons?
Felonies. Like, and I'm talking about like extreme violent felons. That's probably like the biggest generational curse, or like not finishing like high school.
Okay. So let me ask you this one. Where do you see the family in 5 to 10 years?
So, I mean, with the track that my family going on now, we're all in the mindset of either like with me breaking those chains, or with people like my mother and some of my older siblings. It's never too late to change. So, I mean, you said 5 to 10?
Yep, 5 to 10. Yes,
5 to 10, we all got our own striving business. We owning some land. That's 5 to 10.
I love that. So would you say, with what you said you're working on stuff right now, what is that dysfunction that you're working on, let's say, this month? What's that one thing that I got to get this done this month to move my family forward?
For y'all that don't know, I'm looking at my lady.
I put the camera on, I did like this. That's what he's looking at.
I love it.
Like, I mean, can you be more specific? Like, what do you like?
You said you were breaking chains right now to put your family in position to have businesses 5 to 10 years from now.
Okay, so
what are you doing to get them in position to do that?
Okay, so me personally, you know, one of the things I do, and one of the things I do well, is even though I don't really like people like that, I'm a very big people person.
I feel
somehow. So I try
you.
to network as much as I can, and anybody that touches my circle or my hand, whether they're friends, whether they're family, blood, not blood, doesn't matter. If there's a skill that I know that they can do, I'm going to try to put them in a position to do it. Or if there's something that they're wanting to learn, I'm going to try to put them in a position to learn it, because that's part of the curse is just not being educated. So education goes a long way, whether it's school or whether it's self-taught. You still got to teach yourself, you know. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to break is putting that education in a accessible manner.
Absolutely. That's my cousin and I, we're big on that. He comes from a historical perspective. Well, I like to say my story like is in our story. I come at it from a health perspective. We're missing that on both on my family. We both share on the Gaddis side. We missing that like crazy. So we be doing that every week. We started with our little cousins.
Yeah.
Bring them up. Then
we
we make that change in the household, and it's. Man, that hit me in my heart, bro, for real.
Yeah, because like another thing that I try to do is like I got a lot of nephews and nieces, and you know all my brothers and sisters, they look at me, they be like, man, you their uncle, man, you gotta come grab them, because you know I skateboard, I dance, I act, I do stunts, you know, I do all this stuff that I find is fun that our community would degrade me for and call me and try to snatch my black card for, but I'm like, these are things that are universal that people just like to do. And, you know, now my nephews and, you know, they don't have to worry about the idea of them feeling alone, you know what I'm saying? Because they be like, well, my uncle was into this stuff, so I know this isn't a one-off thing. You know, I know that I'm not just weird for liking this. Like, my nephew had a dangling earring, you know, and my nephew was like, what do you think about it? I'm like, I think make it look like a rock star. I think it's cool, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So it's giving them that comfortable space to be them. You know what I'm saying? And they know that they don't have to stick in any kind of box if they don't want to. So, yeah.
That's dope. Shout out to you for doing that, man. Let me ask you this one. What is your personal definition of family, and what does family mean to you?
My personal definition of family, especially because mine is so haywired, is trust. You know, my personal definition is Can I build with you? Can I trust with you? You know, blood isn't the only thing that make you family. I got people that I call twin. I got people that I call brother that I probably talk to twice a year. But every time we talk, it's always good. It's always great. You know, I've had people who, when I was in the worst of my situations, never blinked an eye when it came to helping me out. You know, and so I always keep my hand out for them. You know what I'm saying? If I'm up, they up. If they up, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? So my definition is being able to look out for each other. You know, I didn't really give a definition, but just
that's beautiful though.
And you said, what was the next question of that? Part 2 of that?
What does family mean to you?
I mean, family just means togetherness. You know, people who love you for who you are, and even though they know all whatever your quirks are, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, that's just bro, that's just sis. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might be this and this and that, but like I'm a bit much. Personally, I'm a bit much of a person. So I have a lot of friends, and I elongated that word, a lot of friends. When you talk to them, people be like, man, he kind of weird, man. He kind of do this, he kind of a lot. And they go, yeah, he a little off, he a little different, but when you get to know him, it ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I got a heart. They know that I'm always there for them. They know that if they ask me to do something, I'm on business. You know what I'm saying? Free, not free. You know what I'm saying? If I agree with the vision, I'm with you. You tell me to be there at 7, I'm gonna be there at 6:50, 6:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna come through for you, and I'm gonna always support. So it's just loving who your circle is for who your circle is.
That's a bar. We're gonna click that one up for sure. And last question: what is your favorite family memory of all time?
I say my daughter's birthday party. Watching my current lady dance around with my daughter. I think that was probably one of my favorite memories. Give me a second, because I almost cried.
It's okay.
I don't know. Family is a very weird thing for me, because my life has been super, like, discombobulated, and I'm in and out of a lot of circles, so I don't really too much ground myself in family. I just, you know what I'm saying, I flow through everything. So, you know, taking the time out to think about the ones that I do have, it does make me emotional, because, you know, there's a lot of times where I don't feel welcomed in a lot of places. You know, I don't feel accepted or whatever. So, you know, one of the biggest things that I try to do is, because I have my daughter, because we have, you know, also her kids, is I try not to let them know that part of my life. So I try to switch that trauma that I have off to make the illusion that, yeah, this is what we do, so that they can grow up in a less traumatic world, you know. So, yeah.
That's dope, bro. That's wow. Thank you for sharing that too.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for sharing that.
I'm a super open book.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So are we here at Lead Your Lineage, brother. So before we get out of here, tell the people what you got going on and how we can help you grow and how people can connect with you.
Word. So, like I said, my name is Shaquan. They call me Spin or Spin Tech. I'm a dancer, actor, stuntman, and cinematographer. So I make films, short films, feature films. So if you want to find me, you can either find me on Instagram at Spintech, SPINTEKK, or Instagram. I'm not Instagram. What was it? Tickety Talk. Tickety Talk. SPYNTEK. Or just find me anywhere under Shaquan Davis, SHAQUAN Davis. Yeah, come book the service. I make dreams come true out here.
Absolutely.
Know that.
And let me say this: that man don't go nowhere without his camera. I've never seen him without the camera, ever. I done seen him several times in 2023. I ain't seen nowhere without the camera.
Look, let me tell you something. So, like I said, I'm a stuntman. I'm normally an actor. I'm normally on the other side. I came back to Indiana from California, and I was like, man, I want to produce my own stuff. I want to make my own stuff, but I don't want to keep grabbing people who I know got cameras, because they're not always free. So I was like, let me get my own stuff. And I started building my collection of stuff in January this year.
Wow.
And just went nuts with it.
I love it. I love that. But family, appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Lead Your Lineage. Like we always love to say, lead yourself so you can lead your lineage. Until next time.
Lineage. You see that? Boom, boom.
Peace.